Hello there, you. Hi, it's me, Candice, Sister Minh Bao with Happy Catastrophe. And I'm here with my August plans for coloring. I have a lot, per usual. But, and if you see anything that you want to buddy with me, please let me know. First off, I want to apologize. I often have beat up hands. I live out in the woods and I do a lot, try to do a lot of work outside. And so I get cut up with bushes and things, but I also have an autoimmune thing that makes my fingers kind of look gross sometimes, scabby things. I try to lotion up, but just want to apologize. I've never quite called that out. I know you've seen it. So I'll try to keep it as pretty as I can. I've got some nails. I'm going to try putting on some nails. Another thing I did in my lifetime is I'm a certified nail tech and licensed, and I never did it for a living, but I did it for all my friends and my family who needed their nails taken care of. And I do them on myself, but it's hard to do it on yourself. So I've ordered some of those trendy press-ons, which basically you don't press on, you glue on. And I'm gonna try them for the video so you have something pretty to look at. It might be what my beloved, now long gone grandmother said in her hundreds, that it might be like putting lipstick on a pig, but putting nails on beat up fingers. But I think it'll be fun. I got these ones that are Kuromi, you know, the Sanrio characters, and I'm really excited about wearing those. I can't wear anything too flashy because of my job. I'm a sign language interpreter, and if you have flashy nails, it's like talking with a lisp or maybe a tongue piercing. You know, it's really hard to, they're very distracting. So they're very subtle nails, but I'm excited to get them. I think they might be fun, and they're temporary. So I love that. Now, Jack's going to get himself settled down because he hears me talking, and so he's going to come out here and make noise like he always does. Jet, our sweet little rooster, he's a rooster, is out in his outdoor pen, enjoying a nice warm evening. His pen, there's an outdoor play pen that's right next to the big chicken's coop run, so that they can sort of see each other and talk to each other. He'll never probably be integrated with them. He's too traumatized for that. But for short periods of the day, I like to get him out there to at least get some grass time, even though he'd rather be on my shoulder. But I've got the door open. I'm listening. So, and I'll go out and get him in soon. He won't stay more than an hour out there. And so let's get on with the show. Okay, I'm going to start off with one of my favorite books. It's the 50 space-themed miniatures coloring book. My dear friend Winter 89 Colors, sent me this a while back, and I am in love. So I have an Instagram group, which is, you're going to hear that a lot. And you're also going to hear Jack start chewing on his bone because, of course, he wants to be part of the video. My group is starting, in the beginning-ish, wherever you feel like you want to start and working our way through. There's no assigned pages. There's no timeline. It's just fun support and sharing our pages, which, wow, you should see. People are doing some really fun stuff in this book. A lot of people have done the title page, which I still haven't, but I think I am. It might be my only title page I've ever done of any book ever. And then I've done the first page. I started at the very beginning because it was an untouched book. Other people are starting wherever they left off before. Get a hold of me on Instagram because it is an Instagram group if you'd like to be a part of it. Okay, so I'm just moving on. I'm going to go to this one. I did not do a single page out of this book in July. I had a lot of buddies that I still hadn't finished, and I was really trying to work on those. And then I got a couple books, some presents, and I got sidetracked, and you know how it goes. You'll see my July completed pages video coming up within a couple days, and you'll see why I got distracted. But I really want to do this one. I really wish I would have had this group in June, because wouldn't this be a fun Pride page? I still probably will make it Pride themed, because that's just, I'm going to make like him the trans flag colors, and this the LGBTQ alphabet soup colors, and the rainbow, and just have a fun have a fun coming together page. But I'd also like to do a second one because I'd really like to be doing one a month, and I didn't do one last month. So this is adorable. Look, they're looking up at the sky and they're seeing a ball of yarn. And the constellations are a fish and a bird. So yeah, so if you'd like to work out of this book with a bunch of fun people, let me know. Okay. Another one that was a purchase this month is this chunky thing. Now, I only have this Huldrafolk book. Of course, I want them all. The Huldrafolk by Oda Agda is my favorite artist for these little cute, cozy books. Jack, please lay down. Lay down, Jack. Come on, buddy. Yeah, lay down. I don't know why he's wandering. The doors are open. He can go outside. He's just having to check everything out. I have dinner cooking and he can smell that, so maybe that's as well. But, so this book, I think I've only done one. I've done this one. That was a buddy. That was my first time working in any kinds of these books. So I was playing with the alcohol markers and really enjoyed it. I don't think I did another one. No. So what I want to do is start at the beginning, and you've probably seen this on Yolanda on Coloring Biker Mama's page. I don't want to start with the one without people, though. I want to start with the one with critters. And I love this, what I'm calling a female Huldrafolk smoking a pipe. I think that's awesome. And what you do is you've got a practice book. Now, there are a few different artists that are doing this now, putting a practice book out for their cute and cozy pages. And I think it's brilliant because it's the one thing that was missing. These aren't cheap. This was $16 off of Amazon, but it's huge. It's ginormous. And what Oda Agda has done is just taken out the main elements of every page and given you multiples of them to practice. Now, this is what I was needing because I practice in the book itself. And then maybe I'll come up with 3 or 4 different renditions of things I don't want. So it'll be 5 pages in before I actually come up with a color combination that I really like for the critters and stuff. So I love this. So I thought I'd do this, maybe even in a video, where I would just play with some different colors and see if I could come up with something more interesting than what I normally come up with. Jackson, no. And no, it was just a bird. I don't know why you're on alert tonight, but it was just a bird. And so I'll try a couple of these. And then the only thing that doesn't jive for me is that I don't like to color the same thing twice. No, it's just a bird, baby. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a screechy bird outside and he doesn't like it. So if I do her like, let's say, pinks and greens, I'm not going to want to color exactly the same here. Because I don't like to repeat myself. But maybe I can break through that. And maybe I can just use this as to play with the idea of characters and trying different things. Ombre hair, you know, different types of things for their clothing, maybe some different furry techniques for his hair, just different stuff. And I'm really looking forward to it. There's usually that many, and this goes on to the next one. There's that many pages for each element. And then the next one has, they're pouring some sort of molten metal, right? So I can practice making it gold or silver. And then there's also the characters to play with. And then it goes on to the next one, which is my favorite page in the book, which is this. I love this. And I'm definitely going to use the practice book for this because I only got one chance at this. And I really want to do some cool things with the water and the light sourcing because there's a sun going down, is the way I'm going to interpret it, candles, and then I want to make it like a magical sparkly pool, maybe even with crystals. So I really need this practice page, especially with the water in the sky. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then it's got practicing them as well, the cave swimmers. You've got a couple practicing for them. And then it goes on to the next page. So this book was, I think, well worth the money. It's not a tutorial book. It's just a practice book. Really chunky with all the different elements of every single page. And just a brilliant idea, a brilliant, brilliant idea. And so what I'm doing for every artist that I enjoy coloring their cute and cozy book, if they have one of these practice books, I'm working on getting them. They're a little expensive, so I have to kind of budget for it, but because it's just, I think, really helpful. And not necessarily so I can make the best coloring ever out of this book, but more to improve my own techniques. Because, you know, this is cool, but I need some practice to do this, to make it look like that. And, you know, all these are cool. Like here's, I might try to copy that guy in one of the practice ones and see if I can do it. Yeah, I just need to, alcohol markers are my favorite medium, and the medium I've been using for the longest, for decades. And I like using them a lot, and I'm pretty good with blending them and such, but not with doing these special effects. So that is the Huldrafolk. So I'll be working on the Huldrafolk, possibly even on a video. All right, one of my very beautiful gifts that I've received is this Fairy Celebrations book by Klara Markova, and this was from my friend Tara. Thank you so much. I love this book. I have something in here that I am so embarrassed. It's a group buddy. There's just a few of us that decided to do this page together. I've not even started. And I think it was for even June, and we pushed it to July because nobody had done it, finished it, and now look at me. It's August, and I haven't even started it. So this is at the top of my list for August to do. If you'd like to join in on this, let me know, and I can add you to our little group of friends. And I'm really excited about it. I'm going to use the Rosa watercolors and the Gravy watercolors. I've got it all planned out in my head. I just haven't had the time to sit down and really start on this. It's been a little nutty in my evenings, and I don't like to take these books to work with me because they're just so precious. I don't want them getting banged up in my bag and stuff. So I might even start it tonight for today is a Saturday, which I'm off on Saturdays, but I have to go back to work on Sunday. And I slept 14 hours last night. I had a really tough week of work, and I woke up confused because I didn't know if it was AM or PM. All I knew was I wanted to do this video and color. So that's what I'm doing. So I think this would be a really nice page to color on a confused day when I'm a little groggy. This is just a fun fantasy world to get wrapped up in. And so I'm really excited about working on that tonight. So I'm sorry, my friends, that I still haven't done this. Again, I don't know what happened, but it will be done in August. Okay. Now, I only did one, and you will see in my finished pages, one or two, I can't remember, Mythographic or Mythogoria in July. And my focus this year is Mythographics and Mythogorias. I'm trying to do 2 a month of either combination. And so I'm going to pick that up a little bit in August and do a few before Space Timber, although I will be picking space pages. Every Mythographic has a page that can work for a space page, so we'll be working out of that. This is an untouched. I'm getting through my untouched ones thanks to friends who've asked for buddies, and I only have maybe 1 or 2 more that aren't touched. I have all of them up until the most current one, Romantasy. I don't have that one yet, and so these are must-buys for me. Even if I'm not that interested in the topic, there's enough pages in these Mythographics that I just can't pass up. They're just gorgeous. So this is Fabiana Attanasio, and I don't have even a page selected. So I thought maybe it'd be fun in this video for us to go through it and pick out a page that might be calling to me. This book, I have no idea why it's untouched. It's beautiful. I mean, look at that. I am doing a stag page in another Mythographic this month, though, so I think I'll save that for another month. And this paper feels like they've gone back to the thicker stuff. I mean, this is a newer one, and the newer ones tend to be thinner than the older ones. But this one, I think, was printed in 2025. It was this year? Wow. They're using the thicker page again. I love anything with a bug in it. But this is wintry, isn't it? I've toyed with doing a winter page, but I haven't really felt it yet. I love this one. I know this is most people's least favorite because it's really strange with the squirrels with lights coming out of their head, but wouldn't it be fun to play with that lighting effect? And it might be my opportunity to figure out what the heck to do with crystals. I've got some practice books with crystals. I could use this as the page. Okay, I'll put my finger in that one. This one also felt, oh, look at the fish. It's got fish in it too. That's a nice one. I'm not feeling that one this month though. I love this one. This is one of my favorites. Yeah. Yeah, that's got to have a finger in it. This one I find kind of boring, actually. It's probably because it's mostly foliage, and I'm kind of not into the foliage right now. Foliage isn't my favorite thing to color. But this is no characters in it, and I love it. I think the rain adds a lot to it. The rain drops, and I'm going to be doing some videos where I'm practicing some techniques that I'm learning out of books, and we can learn together. And water droplets is one of the ones on the schedule. So this would be a really fun page to do once I figure out water droplets. I do like this page a lot. It'd be fun to make some of the windows have lights in them, like everybody's in for the night or early morning. Okay, that's got a finger in it. Books and butterflies, two things I'm not crazy about coloring. No. I have to be in a special mood to do feathers. I think this is fun, but again, a little boring. Oh, I love this one. This one's cool because she's underwater, but not underwater. She's out of the water, but the jellyfish are flying around. This one's really neat. It reminds me very much of Joseph Cattenbang. This one does. It's the kind of page he would draw. I've always loved this one because of the perspective. I have no idea how to color this. We're looking down on large candles burning in a wood, and the smoke has kind of got this fairy creature. But I'm not sure what these circles are. I guess they're just circles of light, but they're not. Whereas these circles of light are around the candles. These aren't around anything, so why are they there? So I've never quite figured this page out. But I think it would be gorgeous. I think you could really have some fun with it. See if I'm up for that. Oh, I love this one. This mushroom guy. And I would color these as poppies. I love to color poppies. One of the few flowers I like. He could almost be a space timber page too. Wow, he's beautiful. I love this one. It's just so affectionate. Gosh, there's a lot of great pages in this book. I'm not into butterflies so much. This one really tempted me too when I was looking through it. I love to color lotuses and a pond, swampy pond type thing. That's my favorite body of water to color. This creature is like a giraffe, but not. And I don't get enough opportunities to, gosh, I don't think I've ever colored a giraffe. I like this one. I'd have fun with some illumination too. I might make the flowers illuminating. Ooh, so many. I have to be a special mood for gears, although I do really like this page. And I love this background here. It's gorgeous. Very strange page. This one I love, absolutely love, because these are the trees where I live. If you go further south into Oregon and then into Northern California, you get redwoods, and these look very much like redwood trees. If you can get into old growth here in Oregon that hasn't burned down, you get trees like this as well, but they're not redwoods, but they're fir pine trees. So this reminds me of like an Oregon, Northern California scene. And then the fish is so surreal. And it's at night with the stars. I just think it's super cool. But I'm not feeling it this month. It is one of my favorite pages in here, though. Gosh, these are so thick. I think I've got 2 pages, but I don't. No, buildings and birds. No, probably never do that one. I love a good pine cone. And I think it's funny because these stars look like dragon fruit. So I'd probably make them into dragon fruit. I don't know why those are pine cones. That's not how pine cones grow. I don't understand this page very well. Oh, I love this one. The frog has wings and then some kind of tree thing growing off the top of it. Things growing off of the top of animals is such a popular trope. Look at these tadpoles flying through the air. This page is all kinds of crazy. And then there's lanterns for some reason. Oh, I love this one. Okay, here's one, which is another one that's scheduled, is learning to do bubbles with, you know, kind of the iridescent colors in them. We could do bubbles for this one. This is such a sweet page. Oh. Okay, that's a lot of crystals, but that is awesome. Crystals aren't a big deal once you get a way to do them. You know, when you figure out a way you want for this page, you can just kind of bust through them and do them all the same. You know, take your one color and do that color on all of them, and then usually it's like about 3 to 4 colors for a crystal, and you could do each color in succession for all the crystals, and then they're done. This is definitely a good crystal practice page for when I learn crystals. That's beautiful. Oh my God, this is so cute. What is that thing? It's like a hamster with its teeth, but it's got a rat tail. It's like a rat. It's really cute. It's got wings, and then all these, we call these helicopters, or those maple seeds flying down, and some really neat flowers. That's cool. Oh my gosh, this is going to be hard to choose. Here's another of my favorites, again with the trees that are like what's growing around here, but it's got this like ancient stone castle ruin and this rock creature who looks like he's just enjoying himself. Like he's been there a long time, slow moving creature. Maybe he's picking flowers. Be fun to make him made out of crystal too. No, Jack. Okay, Jack tried to insert himself in a big way. He saw someone walking. I'm not crazy about this one. I don't know what to do with it. I love this one. It'd be fun to make all this honey, this nectars of honey. That'd be really fun and decadent. I love honey. Are these birds? Are these owls? Are these parrots? Yes, they're birds, but what are they? This one has never really interested me, but it makes me laugh. And of course I love this one because I'm a Sagittarius, and that's a centaur. It's really neat. I'm not sure again what these things are, what they are lit up, but maybe they're some sort of flower floating through the air. I don't know. They don't have to be anything. It's magical. This is a griffin, right? Griffin? It's neat. I would do those wings. I love this one. Again, this is a page. It's hard to understand what's happening here. Is it smoke? Is it wood? I'm not sure. I'm not sure because it trails off. And yet these look like roots. I don't know what it is, but it probably doesn't matter. It's a little flying creature. It could be really beautiful. Oh, okay, this is one of my favorites. The flowers that are pouring liquid in. I would make that you know, fantasy colors. And then the lanterns in the sky. Okay. And the bark, I love to do bark up close like that's really fun. And she must be really tiny. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, this is the one we're going to do. I was going to go offline and decide, but I've already decided. This is beautiful. The lilies, yeah, this is everything I love in a page. So let's get us a bookmark. Yeah, we're going to do that. Just for fun, let's look through the rest of the book just because I'm here. No, peacocks. But what a fun Space Timber page. But no. Oh, isn't this a fun one? I just saw someone's finished pages who did this one. It was Winter. I think it was Winter who did this. Somebody. I'm sorry if I credited the wrong person, but I just saw someone who did this. Such a beautiful page. It's just the facial expression on this woodland creature is just wonderful. That'll be one I do soon. Here's another one I love. I love the back end of this book more than I do the front end. I remember that there's a lot of pages in the back I love. I love this one for the light sources. I love that happy little guy, mushroom guy. And then the fireflies. It's just all a really cool page. I love this one. Hobbit-y looking thing. This is a snail. So he's got a snail house, which is cool. I love this one. I love her like woody fairy creatures. The birds are cool with their butterfly wings. Yes, a turtle with things on its back. But what makes this one a little more interesting is it's just a tree. It's not a whole city, which I'm just getting tired of. That's just the whole reason I don't like it is everybody does this. It's getting overdone. But he's also got a lot of like what looks like fur, but I think it's grass and rocks all over him, which that's kind of cool. That's different. But again, why? This one is another of my favorites in this book. Her sleeping on the dream catcher, just so sweet. Beautiful, beautiful page. Stunning. I love this one with these, what look like phoenixes, maybe? And looks like fire is dripping. I think you could have a lot of fun with reds and yellows, making this really fiery. I'm not into, I have to be in a special mood to color a horse, but this one's kind of fun because of all the stars and the rainbow, and it'd be hard not to make it like, you know, the hyacinths. I love hyacinths. So yeah, it's fun. Another one I absolutely adore, the pitcher plants. I don't get an opportunity to color pitcher plants too much. And the gnome guy and his little house back in here, the bug with a saddle on it. I mean, everything about this page is fun. So this would be one I'd like to do soon. Hands holding a tree. Yeah. Oh, and like little woodland creatures here. Wow. This would be fun because as you colored it, you'd figure out things, you'd discover things. And that's one reason I do like mythographic pages, is often they're like that, they're like puzzles. I really, really like this one. The moon that is sunk into the water, that is so brilliant. And then she has trees growing off of it. And here's another one. But I have saved this one for Space Timber. So I'm really hoping I will do this one next month, because I just think that is a gorgeous page and so different. I've never seen anything like this. And it will be really fun to work with the elements on that page. The dragon in the bottle. Okay. I'm with you, Annika. I have a hard time with creatures stuck in bottles that are corked like that. It's like, he looks happy. It would be fun to color this for sure, as I'd use a lot of shiny golds on and make those leaves look gilded, but he's trapped in the bottle. It upsets me. I get too emotionally involved with these pages. All right, so the one I'm going to do out of this book is the fairy with the plants. We're going to have a lot of fun with colors. So if you're interested in doing this one out of Fantasy Forest by Fabian Attanasio, let me know. So I'm not going to show you all the whips that I have. I've been gathering all my whips together and put them in a pile. And as I feel so inspired or have time, I'm pulling them off and finishing them. So you'll see them in completed pages. And I'm not going to go through them all because the likelihood of me getting to all of them is not going to happen in August, but I'm also not sure which ones I'm going to do. So they're sort of like a spur of the moment stuff. But I do have some missed pages I'd like to update. So I'm in Yolanda, Coloring Biker Mama. I'm in her Dragon Spell group. And they're doing the entire book, and they pick a page every month. And this month is the Dragon Fruit page. Now, I have not done a single page in the month it was supposed to be done yet. I'm definitely not following the plan. For some reason, now this was July's page, and it is one I intend to do. I just didn't get to it in July. So basically, that group is sort of just like a fun support group for me while I color in this book. I love this book. It's one of my favorite mythographics ever, if not my favorite mythographic ever. I thought Wild Summer was Joseph's best one, but I think this even surpasses Wild Summer. This book is absolutely phenomenal. Oh gosh, I really want to do that one. So what happens is I'll open it up and I'll see a different page other than the one selected that I want to do, and then that's what happens. But the Dragon Fruit page, which for some reason I have not found yet, this is the one that I think I'm going to end up doing. I have an idea for this that I really want to finish. This was the very first page the group chose, and you've seen a lot of these finished ones come out. I really want to do this one. But we'll see when I get to this book, when I open it up, what it is that I do. Did I pass? There it is. There's the Dragon Fruit. This is this month's, and it's adorable. Wouldn't it be fun to make the dragon also the same colors as the Dragon Fruit? I mean, it's just a really fun page. So maybe I do this one. I don't know. There's so many in here I love. Just so many. Every single page I would do. I don't think there's a page in here that I wouldn't do. Some I might not do. Oh, I love her fish body. Some I might not do first. It might be I push them to the end, but I would like to do this entire book. And there's not, oh, that one is so cool. There's not many mythographics that I say that I want to do the entire book, that it would bother me if I never got finished the book. This one would. Maybe not this page. I'm just not a fan of books. That might be the only page I'm not interested in, and butterflies. But that one from last month is really fun. Gosh, that one with the Chinese dragon surrounding the lantern with her in it. Oh, how fun. That's one that I think would be really fun to do for October, for Halloween. So I'll probably do that one in October. She'll probably pick it. I think this one is so cool with the boy and his wooden sword and his dog, but in the reflection, he's a knight fighting a dragon. This is so neat. This book, this one needs to be in your mythographic collection if you have a mythographic collection. This is a phenomenal book. I never thought a book based on a single subject would be so good. You know, how many different ways can you draw a dragon? But it wasn't about how many different ways you can draw a dragon. It was how many different scenarios you could put a dragon in. And it's phenomenal. The only one I've done is this one, which a lot of you liked on Instagram and such. I had a really fun time. I learned a lot on this page, and I'm going to be using some of the techniques I played with on this page for other pages. So that's the only one I've done out of the whole book. Gosh, I love this book so much. I love this one. This is one I thought about doing. So yeah, I'm in the group, but kind of not in the group. But if you want to be in the group, contact Coloring Biker Mama, Yolanda. And I definitely want to do something out of here because I don't want to get too behind on this book. This book is one that I would like to finish someday. So that's going in the pile. Okay, let's do something other than mythographic. I would like to, now this is a like to. Some of these are like to get tos because they're not buddies, but there's something I'd like to do. And so I put them there whenever I feel like doing something else. What I have noticed every month is I am enjoying just feeling a book call out to me, opening it up and coloring. So I'm trying to leave myself room for that. or at least some grace for that, that if I don't get to something I planned on because I did something else that brought me joy, that's okay. That's all right. And you should do that too. I don't often say you should, but you should. It's okay to just do what feels good and not what you planned. That's all right. It's not life or death. We're not planning for the end of the world here. We're just coloring. So if I don't do a mythographic, but I do a Kanoko Agusa instead, because that's what I felt like, that's what I felt like. And you'll get to see it at the end of the month. Now, this is an untouched book, so I am trying to pull out untouched books. I love this book. I love these two brothers. One, I say Calle. I'm not sure if that's how they pronounce it. In Santiago Calle. They do a lot of fun horror stuff. They have a whole series of these, and Yolanda, again at Coloring Biker Mama, has been sorting out. They all kind of look the same. And it also depends on the country you're buying it from. So there's the horror coloring book. There's the totally gruesome horror coloring book. There's there's all these that look very close and the titles are very similar. One of them is a compilation. I'm not sure. I think this one is not the compilation, but this one I think might be the same as the totally gruesome horror coloring book or something like that. They changed the name for certain countries. I don't know. It's very confusing, this whole series is. So Yolanda knows better, so watch her videos. And then they did put out a new one, though, that's not a compilation, called the Cosmic Horror Coloring Book, and it's all space stuff, which, of course, I've got on my wish list because Space Timber is coming. So all I know for sure is I have this one. I don't know, and I want all in the series. I'm just not sure what the series is. And these guys, their artistry, they take turns doing the pages, and they're really, really a lot of fun. And the paper is great, single-sided. I mean, yeah, this gruesome stuff. Again, not quite as gruesome as Fabiana Atanasios' Mythogorias, though. She's the most gruesome artist I've ever seen. She's right up there with, Fausti Bianchi and Gautier. I have had this on my list so many times. I absolutely love this mermaid. I think she is stunning. And she's still in the back of my mind. But the one I chose for this month, and it was for a prompt, but the person who's doing the prompt is now taking a break, so I'm not doing the prompt anymore. Oh no, this one wasn't for a prompt. This one is the Cthulhu guy. I just like the patterny background. I love Nautilus. They are the strangest creatures. They're so alien and prehistoric at the same time. I don't get how they work. So I just love them, and I'm really looking forward to doing this like a wallpaper. I'm very much into wallpaper these days, but I want to make it look like wallpaper, and like he's standing in front of wallpaper, and he's like an old Cthulhu type sea captain, Davy Jones type thing. So I thought this looked like a lot of fun. It's been calling to me for a while now. He's with his barnacles and such. And so I think I'm going to do this one. But I may change my mind. This whole book's untouched. And I do love this book. But I definitely, that's a fun one. I definitely want to, oh, look, Wendigo. Yeah, I thought about this as well. But the snow and stuff, I thought, well, maybe I'll wait. I am slowly doing all of the Wendigos out of all of my books. Every time I find one, I keep track of them. It's amazing how many you find in books. There's a lot of these Wendigos. And they're all sort of, tall, gaunt with the antlers. That kind of gives you the idea that it's a Wendigo. I recently watched a podcast that told the mythology of it. And, it was pretty much stuff I already knew, but it was fun hearing it from that storyteller. And it wasn't a podcast. It was a YouTube video. And they're just it's such a horrific mythology. They come about because someone has committed cannibalism. And see, the tribal legend really coincides with tribes that lived in northern areas where food got really scarce in the winter. So eating each other when you run out of food is a danger. Someone might slip into that if you're hungry enough. So they have this mythology that if you succumb to cannibalism, whether the person dies or not, this was also to protect corpses. You don't eat the person who just died either, even if it would save your family from starvation. They created, or if you believe in it, it's real mythology that if you eat another person, if you ever succumb to cannibalism, even if you're starving, you then invite the spirit of the Wendigo into you, and this is what you become. And you have an insatiable craving, and they're gaunt because they're constantly hungry. No amount of food satiates them, and the only thing they want is human flesh. So they're a pretty horrific, legendary cryptoid, and I love them. I don't know why. I think because I live in areas like this, so they could actually be in my area. The kind of cryptids I really love are the like Sasquatch and the Wendigo and woodsy type creatures, because I live in woods like this. So yeah, that it's just a fascinating creature to me. I've got an unnatural obsession with it. But that's not the one I'm going to do. Like this, I mean, they're so great. They've got a sense of humor, even though it's dark. I love this wallpaper page with all these kind of ancient, like this is how creatures were written on ancient maps, seafaring maps. It's kind of like that. She's awesome. It's just a really neat book, and I absolutely love it. This was a gift from an anonymous friend of mine, and this book is fantastic, and it's time that I colored in it. So that's on the list for this month. And if you've got this book and want to color a page, we don't even have to color the same page. We could just color out of the book, and that would be fun. And then we could show our pages to each other. That you don't have to color the same page in a buddy color. All right, I'll show you what I'm going to plan on next. Okay, I haven't done a paint with water in a coon's age, and I'd like to do a paint with water. Now I have this one, and I have the Nightmare Before Christmas. I told someone that I had the Harry Potter, but I don't. I thought I did. I looked high and low for it. I could have sworn I had it, but I don't. So I do need to add that one to my collection at some point, because I love these. And I had a hard time deciding whether I wanted to work out of this one, the Thomas Kincaid one, or the Nightmare Before Christmas. But I think I've settled on this one. And this one is technically difficult. It is. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. The colors in it are beautiful. Now, typical of paint with waters, you get the pinks and the purples and the yellows and the greens. That's kind of what you get in a blue. And you get them combined in different ways. For some reason, at least these, I haven't done much with the Usborne ones, but at least these always have these same colors. It must have something to do with what can be embedded in ink, what kind of colors, what kind of ink can be. So I love this tropical one. Ooh, that one might be fun to do. Actually, been feeling in a tropical mood. There's a Santa Claus one, and I'm gonna stay away from the Christmassy ones. That one would be cool. The thing that's tricky about these, there's another Christmassy one, and another Christmassy one, and another Christmassy one, and another. You must like Christmas. This one, I think, is the one I've been thinking about. It would be hard and fun, because you don't want the colors. Let me get a paintbrush. Oh, what's a good paintbrush? This is not one I like. So look at it wobble. You don't want to get, each of these individual lines has a specific color in it that's for that area. So you don't want to get it over into another area, because then the colors mix and bleed. So you really have to be thoughtful of brushing the water towards the center of the area that you're coloring, so that you don't get it outside the area, so you don't get green in your sky and blue in your water. Aww. These ones with the cabins. Oh, that's neat. It's got a weeping willow tree. Huh. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to select now. It will be one of these things that I'll just open it up and do one of these summary pages. I'd like to get all the summary ones done before winter comes, all the non-wintry ones, because these are not hard. They take, just an evening or two. Sometimes they take two. Sometimes I let what I've done dry before I come back and do more. They're really, see how intricate it is, though? Very different from the Nightmare Before Christmas. This one is intense. Oh, would it be fun? I love that the dog isn't colored. Lakeside. He does a lot of lakeside ones. I think these are based on real pages he has, because they're marked Thomas Kincaid Studios, so I think they're based on real. I have another one I've done in here, and it has a flap. It has a flap, so you can. In fact, I think I might have put that flap there because I wanted to do. I don't know. It might have just been there. Here's the other one I've done. I love the way that bridge turned out. We have covered bridges here in Oregon, several within driving distance of my house, one that's real close, and they're still used, which is cool. You know, they're single lane, so you have to be careful going in one end. Be prepared to back out if you get stuck, but they're very, very cool. We treasure our covered bridges, and we keep them. And I loved the trees in this one. This was a lot of fun. The water, it was all beautiful. And I think those are the only two I've done out of this whole book. So I'm going to do something out of the paint with water, maybe even tonight. I always say that. Every time I do these videos, I'm like, I'll do that one tonight. I'll do that one tonight. I'll do that one tonight. I'll put it tonight to my pile over here. All right, I need to do Gabby Wolf. I have a few of her books gifted from you folks. Thank you so much, because I adore her. This is one of her cute and easy ones, which she got onto the bandwagon, but it's not a square book. But I have yet to color any of hers. And this is from an anonymous subscriber. This was a gift. Thank you so much. You know who you are. And I love this book. It's just, whenever I open it, I'm like, yeah, I want to do that. Yeah, I want to do that. And some of the pages are, some of the pictures. Come on, Jack, get up here. Get up, come on. Jack's wandering around because I have my dinner here. I've finished my dinner, and I'm eating it in between shots here, and he wants some. So some of the pages are bordered and they're square. Some are bordered and they're rectangle. Some are not bordered. It's just, this is the one I was thinking about. Now I have got a book that talks about coloring different elements and coloring balloony type stuff. And I really wanted to use it to make this really look realistic, and the umbrella as well. So this is the one I was kind of thinking about. But I won't choose here because I can't. It's so hard to choose. There's just so many. Oh, I want to do them all. I don't know why I haven't jumped into this book. I've just been busy I've had a lot of buddies. I've been trying to catch up, and I just got busy and haven't done. Oh, I had this one marked because this one reminds me of my mother. My mother is having some memory issues. But working with plants and outdoors is one of her favorite things to do. She just stays in the moment and putters around. She can be out there for hours. And she's been planting a lot of plants in pots, and this reminded me of her. So I thought about doing that one, but I'm really tempted to do this one. Yeah, I'm going to do this. So if anybody wants to do a Gabby Wolf Tiny Town, this book was fairly new. Well, it was printed in 2025. I don't know how you tell when they were created. Oh, 2024. It's just, look at that. This has got to be, it's her style, but bigger. So a lot of people mention that her style can be very intricate with a lot of small spaces, but this is nice and big, and it's the same, open mouth smiling. I love that so many of her characters are just like, hey, they're so happy. And that just makes me happy. They always have their mouth open. Everybody's happy. And it's just, I love these little corners. A little bit of everything is in this book. So you can find something you love. I love this one. Hey, fish. I could look through this book all day. It is one that I often grab and flip through at night, and just makes me happy before I go to sleep. So, gonna color in this. All right. Okay, I'm in a group that works out of this book every month, but I have to say I want to work in other books of hers, and so I've sort of been not doing the pages of the month in this one. I can't work in the same book over and over for too long. So I'm way behind in this one. For some reason, I had this flag, but I think that was a couple months ago. I'm not sure I'll work out of this one or another one of Carolina's. I might work on the Shadow Box book. I've got a Shadow Box I'm working on in there, and I'd like to continue with that. This is a gift from my beautiful friend Sarah. Who has gifted me so many wonderful things. I've done quite a few out of here, but quite a few that I haven't, that I've missed from the group. I love this book. I just only have so much time, and I have a lot of other books to get to as well, and I want to get to, untouched books as well. So I'm not sure if I'll do this month's page out of this book or not. Or, do you hear that? That's someone racing up the country highway, which is the stupidest thing to do, especially at night with all the critters. At night, I can hear the highway from my house. It's not that far away, and it's quiet out here. So, but I might do something, if I do something out of here, I might do something that was like this one, or do one of the former months that I haven't done. So I might do that. So I haven't decided if I'm going to work out of this book or not, but there's a lovely group of ladies who do a page a month out of this. So if you're interested, let me know, and I can get you into the group. All right, another scary one, the Exorcist coloring book. And I believe I purchased this from Walmart, right? I think I was there with my, I was there with my client. I saw this. It's hilarious. It's got a lot of funny stuff in it. This is Alessandro Valdrighi. And it says, color your demons and send them screaming back to hell. It's so tongue-in-cheek and funny and campy. I absolutely love it. I think I do have one colored page. It's the cow page. What did I try? I think I tried crayons and stuff out of this. I tried alcohol markers and different things. My first page out of every book is usually kind of a mixed disaster because I'm trying different mediums, but I thought this was hysterical with the spaceship beaming up the cow. I'd like to do another one out of this book, even though it is a touched book. And the one I chose was this one. This is hilarious. Now, it's like he's come in, he's shining the flashlight, and there's this ghoulish skeletal monster, but he's in fluffy bear pajamas. And he's got like kitty pillows and like a space poster, and it's hysterical. And so I want to make it like with the light shining on him and everything dark around here, and just highlighting this creature with this fluffy rainbow teddy bear pajamas. I don't know if I'll get to this one this month, but I really want to. I've always wanted to do this page, and it's just funny. Everything out of here is campy and funny. The last photo you see on a cell phone, it's just over the top spooky. It's not really spooky. It's just like, here's hands coming out of a television, but they're, drawing a funny face on him with Sharpies and eating his popcorn and petting the kitty. I mean, it's funny. It's a great book. Seasonal sale. This one's awesome. The granny surrounded by zombies in the old motel, but she's got a shotgun. I mean, it's just so campy and over the top. Do not disturb. And look at this. It's just like 80s style horror movies, way, way over the top. This one's funny. She's elevating, but while she's elevating, he's making the bed. I love this book. He's like rotting away eating pizza. This guy's gonna come up behind him and axe murder him. I don't know. There's so much happening in this cabin. Wanted. A wanted poster. History of demons. Think positively. This one's hilarious. He's the devil, but he's having a birthday, and on his cake is dynamite. It's just a hilarious book, and I had to get it. I paid full price for it at Walmart, which was ridiculous, but it's so funny. So I really want to do Pajama Guy. Okay, and along those lines of funny, hilarious, my yokai book has been extremely neglected. I did not get to it this month again, and I have a group if you have this book, we love this book. It's absolutely no pressure. We pick 3 pages and we do them when we do them. And when everybody's kind of done with those 3 pages, we pick 3 more. Or if someone gets done, they pick 3 more. And we just kind of travel along that way. So I am overdue with Ringo no Kai. Where is Ringo? This is my favorite one, and I wish I could remember what it was I used, but I think it's King Art Gel Sticks or Tim Holtz Distress Crayons, which I love. But that's the Kendatsuba. But we're going to do Ringo no Kai first. He's the apple-headed guy. That guy cracked me up. This guy. This is the next one on my list. He knocks on your door and asks for your poop. He wants to eat your poop. And then he invites you to join him. I know. It's Japanese. It's got to be weird. And why he has an apple head, don't know. So, yeah, I want to do him next. Paints work really well in this book. This is another one that's on the upcoming list. Ganji Kozo. This is done a lot with the Kuretake granulating paints. I tore the page. So I like paints in here. It is essentially single-sided, but I have yet to use alcohol markers. This is paints, a lot of Kuretake paints, because I can tell because they're a little plasticky. The Ganzai, when I get them too thick. That, of course, is the Distress Crayons and such. This one was an experiment. A lot of the Kuretake granulating, different paints. This is acrylic, I believe. I love these little creatures. The people in the group, everyone has done this one so far, I think. I think everybody's completed this one, and they're so good. They're all so different, and some of them really did this amazing glowing effect, and they're just all really good. Yeah. This is one of my very, very favorite books, and needs to be given more love. So that's happening in August. Okay, I'm in a group that works out of all 3 of the Witches books from Usiku. I happen to have the compilation of all 3 books. We're doing a catch-up month, which is good because I have not done July's page. Part of the thing that stumped me was these flowers. However, I have an idea on what I can do to not have to do those flowers. I once saw a collage artist cut out part of a design, lift it up, and then slip in a background. I have found a background that will work for this. So I'm going to try, and because these are single-sided, right? And this is out of Year of Witches. I'm going to do some fancy cutting and some fancy collage work and see if I can do something with this page that keeps me from coloring all these flowers and makes it interesting. We'll see. I'm going to experiment. So that's this month. That's what I'm going to do. But if you're in this group and you're caught up, you've got nothing to do this month. But it's also a catch-up month. So we pick a page out of one of the 3 books every month. And you don't have to have all 3 to participate. You can just participate the months that we pick something out of the book that you have. And if you're interested, get a hold of me and I can get you in with the host. These pages are a lot of fun. This is my favorite one I've done, and it's alcohol markers mostly with some acrylic and some glossy accents. I tend to like my alcohol marker ones the best out of here. Here's another one that's alcohol markers. It just really, and I use Copics. They're just really bright and wonderful. This was done with Koh-i-Noor Polycore pencils. I was experimenting with those. I like how this turned out too. We've just done quite a few in here, and it's a fun group to be involved in. So if you're interested, let me know. This is a maybe, Luna. I have a buddy color in here that I never even started and finished and just sort of dropped the ball on. It was a long time ago, and I still want to do it. It's this one. The little jungle girl. I still want to do this page. It's been on the back of my mind ever since I dropped the ball. So it's still there. I might start it. I may not finish it. I don't know. But I know how I'm going to pretty much color it. I'm not going to do anything fancy to it. I'm going to color it like it is and probably use paints. And I'm excited about it. I just haven't gotten to it. And probably at the same time while paint's dry, I'll do this side. That's what I tend to do with these pages. These and with Maria Troll and Hannah Carlzon. Also Clara Markova, I do the little drawing on the other side. While things dry, I work over here with the same color schemes while I have them out, and it gets 2 pages done at once, which is nice. So yeah, that's on my radar right there. Out of Luna by Maria Troll. Troll. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I do know that Daria Chuckersoy is pronounced Chuckersoy, though. For those of you that have been pronouncing it Kackersoy, like I used to, it's actually Chuckersoy. I heard a Turkish person pronounce it for me. I love Josh Lee. And Josh Lee has a mythical hybrid special, Coloring Heaven, and I have it in digital format. And I'm doing it in order. I've done the alligator and I've done the armadillo. Now this is axolotl. And I had this scheduled as a buddy and we both didn't do it because we had 2 buddies that month and we did the other one. So I still have this on my radar. It's the next one in the book I want to do. So we'll see if I can get to it this month. I would like to because I'd like to move on in the book. That's just how I'm treating that book because I love every single page. And it's alphabetical order, which makes it fun. So I'd like to get this axolotl PDF done. It's cute, isn't it? Josh Lee is so amazing. So amazing. Okay. Crystal Kingdom. I have a buddy out of this one. This is the other untouched mythographic I've got. And I think other than Dream Garden, all the rest of them are touched now. But I was going to do Dream Garden this month, but I just don't have time. I've picked so many mythographics already. I need to put that off to another month. But Crystal Kingdom, which is Veronica Kolinska. I like this book. It's not my favorite, but I do like it a lot. I don't know why it's untouched. And we've chosen... Oh, this one I'm going to do for Space Timber. Yeah, that's not the one we chose. I was going to do this one for Space Timber. Isn't it cool? So I've got it selected for Space Timber. Who am I doing this with and what are we doing? Get your stuff together. This is with Becky, my friend Becky. Now, she says we're doing the stag. Now, Becky, I haven't been on Instagram for the last couple days because it's been crazy busy, but there are 2 stags in here. So which stag are we doing? Is that not cool? Why have I not worked out of this book? I don't know. It's not because they're crystals. It's not that I like coloring crystals. It's just I haven't. Oh, I love that sea dragon. Have you ever seen those at an aquarium or live? They're really cool. That's a lot of crystals. Crystal Mountain. All these reflective stuff I know really puts people off because it's hard, but it's really fun. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful book. Veronica has got a new one coming out. But is it a Mythogoria? I think it's a Mythogoria. Oh, wow. She's got 2 books coming out. Veronica does. 2 mythographic Mythogoria type books. That's cool. So Veronica's been extremely busy. This one I've seen done and it's stunning. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. And Fabio Atanasiov's got a mythographic coming out again, plus the very first Mythogorica, which is supposed, I guess, I like this one for some reason. I think it's supposed to be a combo between mythographics and mythogorias. I don't know how that works. I like every single, I love that one. Love it, love it, love it. I love every single one in here. Here's another good one for Space Timber. It's next month. Are you guys excited? I really am. I like that one, even though the birds. This one's very cool. You could have a lot of fun with the light. Everything reflects. I don't think you can do anything wrong with the reflection. There's so much reflection that anything that you make reflecting or light sourcing will be fine. There's so much in here. Oh, this one's cool. The bees. I haven't seen very many pages done out of this one. I want to. So I think this might be the one you're thinking about. This is one of the stags. If so, wow, I have no idea how to do this page with all those reflections. And then I think that's beautiful. Yeah, these are neat. Oh, this dragon one. Veronica is one of my, I like Veronica's style even better than Fabiana's style. I like Veronica's artwork very, very much. That one's cool. I've had this one on my plans so many times. I love that. This one's awesome. It looks very Fabiana-esque, though. They're especially this particular book. Veronica's other books had more of a distinct style, but this one looks very... Her and Fabiana have very similar styles. And like, you know, this could be Joseph Kattenbag here. They're all kind of a little bit similar. I love this one. Meant to do it for May Day. Forgot what book it was in and couldn't find it. Oh, is she not stunning? Dude. Oh, I love her. Here's the other stag. It's more like a Bambi. So, Vicki, which one are you thinking? This one or this one? I wasn't sure which one you were talking about. So let me know, because I'm down for it. And if anyone else wants to do the buddy with us, let me know. Another fun one. Another good one for Space Timber. If you are looking for Space Timber pages, I mean, go to your space books, yes. But also, just go to, if you've got Mythographic, every single one of them will have space stuff in it. This turtle with things on his back is something I actually like because they're like geodes and thunder eggs and crystals, and I've always wanted to learn how to color those types of rocks better. So I would find out what sort of rocks those are and then try to color them realistically. But again, stop it with the turtles with the things on the back. Just give us turtles. I'd like to color just a turtle, a regular old turtle. I don't even know if I have a picture of a regular old turtle. Yeah. Okay, Becky, let me know which one we're doing, and I've got it down. Yeah, I'm on it. Dimensions. Now, this is a group I run, but only barely, because everyone else is so active and so awesome in it that they take care of themselves. I have not done July's page, and I really want to. It was the Crazy Birds. But did we pick one out for August, or is it a makeup month? I know quite a few of my groups are doing makeup months this month. I did that. That was for the group. This was for the group. This book is so much fun. Now, if you don't have it and you buy it, it might look a little different. It's got a different cover and it's a little bit bigger now. This is a smaller. I don't know if you can get this smaller size anymore. I know those this one is hard to flip because the pages are so thick. This is like cardstock. Great paper, single-sided, lots of fun. This was last month's. Every time, the whole deal about the Dimension book is that when you color it, it looks 3D because it's heavily shadowed like that. So that's the whole point of it. It's supposed to look 3D. And if you just straight color it with alcohol markers, it comes out really clearly. But if you want to do something more fancy to it, this is the one that I missed for July. A lot of people are doing fancy stuff to it and really making them, like someone colored this entire background black. It was phenomenal. And then the birds just popped off the page. Yeah, so you can just color, I usually just take alcohol markers to it, and then the shadowing comes through and it looks 3D. But sometimes I get fancy, like there's a lot of gel pen on this one. Here's one that's straight alcohol markers, just to let the shadowing come through. Here's one that's got a lot of glossy accents on it. That is sticky. This is one of my favorite ones. We've done so many out of here. This is one I did before I had the group, but a lot of people have gone back and done this one. I believe the next one, yeah. The next one is one I did before I had the group. Super easy, just alcohol markers. That's all I usually do. There's one we did with the group. Now, some folks have done an amazing job with this one. Made it much more realistic looking than I did. It's beautiful. But we're really, I mean, when I look through this book, we've got a lot of it done. This group has been around for a while. So this is the July page that I want to finish. Now, I don't know if we have an August page or if it's a catch-up month. But if you get hold of me, I can get you in the group and you can find out. This was a page I also missed, I think. I remember there was a card page I didn't do. So I just need to catch up in this book. Yeah, I think those were the only two I missed, was the card page and the bird page. So I'll be working Out of Dimensions. And this is by Francois Gautier, his only non-spooky book. All right, my poor neglected alien worlds. I have a group. There's probably over 60 people in there now, and we're doing alien worlds, and we are having a blast. It's so much fun. It's probably the favorite group I belong to. We share all kinds of things because there's so many of you are in that group that's a good place for us to just talk all kinds of stuff. You know, we find sales, or we find a new book, or we have an idea for a video or whatever. So there's a lot of really fun camaraderie happening in that group. And if you're interested, let me know. We're also working through alien worlds. This is at your own pace. You're the explorer. I am Captain Catastrophe. My ship is the SS Close Call, and it's been stuck in orbit around the air planet forever. It needs to land. So I'm going to finish this. It's so close. This was all done with the Kuretake Gansai Tambi Nouveau collection. And so it's all the pinks, greens. It's kind of the color palette I'm going to use for this, for the air planet. However, I'm going to finish this on my own, but I'm doing a video of the next page because look what happened. I'm going to do a video on how to fix what would be, air quotes, a ruined page. So not only did the Nouveau paint bleed through, which I know not to use anymore, I'm going to go to acrylic. I also spilled some dinner on it. So this is food or coffee or something. And it's over here too. So it's sticky, it's gross. A lot of you would be like, oh, I have to throw this book away, but I don't do that. I'm going to rescue this page. So I'm going to do a video on how to rescue a really seriously, messed up page because it all bled through. I never even checked because I didn't think paint bled through, but for some reason, this Tambi, especially the Nouveau set, I'm not going to use the Kuretake anymore on these pages. I'll use acrylic paint. And I need to fix this. And it's all fixable. Acrylic covers everything, remember? So I may have to color a few things I normally wouldn't. I normally wouldn't color in all these clouds. But now I'm going to have to, unless I want to make it that pink color. But yeah, it's messed up everywhere. I don't know if you can see all that, but everything bled through over the entire page. And then this page has my dinner all over it. So, yes, it'll be fun. Together, we'll rescue this page and make it look beautiful. So that is on the plans for my alien worlds, and finally get myself on the surface of the planet. Poor Captain Catastrophe has been circling forever. And that leads us to the other Kirby I'm working on, which is Dark Fairy Tales. I somehow managed to get a bunch of buddies in this book that are not finished. I think all of them accumulate being due this month. So I have some work I have to do. So let's see what my first buddy is. First of all, I still need to finish Rapunzel, which is so close to being done. So I've been working away at this one little at a time. I really like how he's turning out. I used a gel oil pastel, I think, because it's not very well blended. Probably an oil pastel then on this. And acrylic and rosa paints and a bunch of stuff. Pencils, just a bunch of stuff. And I'm slowly working my way through this. So I would like to finish this, but since it's not a buddy, it has not been a priority. So this is one I have an idea from, and I just colored all the shoes to remind me of what my idea is. And then I did the duck, the ugly duckling on this side. But what I have, let's see, I'm looking right now. We have, I really want to do this Peter Pan one over here. This one here. Yeah. But not for a while. I got to do all my buddies first. Buddies. Get your buddies done, Candice. buddies I've got, there's so many, I'm trying to go slow so I don't miss one. Oh, I love La Llorona. This is one of my favorite spreads. I like this one too. I like them all. They're all amazing. So many I want to do. So many of you have done this one, and you've done an amazing job. Wow, I have loved all of them that you guys have done on this page. There's Sleeping Beauty. No. I'm working on this one. This is a buddy group. Actually, there's a small group of us. Now, I got the memo that we were doing both spreads, but so far my buddies are all doing this one. So hopefully I didn't get that wrong, because I started with this one. Because I had some ideas for it. I have ideas for this one too, but I just wanted to get started on this one. And I'm having a lot of fun with the shading and the lighting. I'm really, really enjoying this one. Sorry, I heard something outside the door. It would be an animal. It's watercolor pencils is what I'm using. Polychromos and Albrecht Dürer, I think. So I'm kind of stuck here because I hadn't decided which way to go with her dress, and his clothing will match accordingly. I haven't decided if I wanted to do the original, goat blue, or do I want to branch off and make it like red? Blue would be, what Cinderella wore, and make this more obvious that it was Cinderella. But I don't know that it's obvious it's Cinderella anyway, so I was thinking about making it like blood red. I can't decide. What do you guys think? I think blood red would be beautiful. Anyway, I'm really enjoying this a lot. Then I have the tornado. Now, many of you have done this page. Whoa, you have knocked it out of the park. So many of you made these guys so scary. Oh my gosh. But we're going to do the tornado. And that buddy is Lisbeth, my friend Lisbeth. We're doing the tornado. So I'm looking forward to this one too. I'm going to go heavy with the use of the distressed watercolor pencils, the Tim Holtz ones, because I can get the effects of this tornado and all of these clouds really quickly with that. This page won't take that long, using those watercolor mediums. I love it. Love it, love it. And then the last buddy I have in here is Jack and the Beanstalk. And that's with Shannon, my friend Shannon. Oh, this one's so cool. Oh, they're all so cool. I try not to flip through it too much because it makes me want to do every single page, and then I get stuck just looking at it because it's amazing. Jack and the Beanstalk. This one. I love this one. Oops. Sorry, guys. I'm leaning up against the plug. I love this one. The perspective is unbelievable. I have never seen a perspective like this, where we're looking directly down into the throat of something and up the nose of something. I mean, that is, well, all these crazy carnivorous plants. It's so brilliant. And then it goes all the way down here. There's the goose. Just brilliant. There's the harp that alerts the giant. There's some golden eggs. Absolutely a brilliant page, and I can't wait to do this one too. So buddies of mine, Shannon, Lisbeth, just know I'm working as hard as I can. I don't know if I'll get these all finished by this month, but there'll be a lot of progress. So this book is going to be heavily worked out of this month. All right, that's Dark Fairy Tales by Kirby Rosanes. All right, I will be continuing to work on this year-long project with a group of folks. I think Amy Ward is the leader. No, Lisbeth. There's a bunch of us in there, and it's a lot of fun. We're all working on this double-page spread, and we do a little bit every month. Bring it out a little bit. Do a little bit every month. With the idea that in December we'll be done with this double page spread, and we're really excited about it. So I'm hoping this month to get past this page and onto this page. That's my goal for this month. Yeah, Although I might not do the bear. I might just do the Candice since I already have the mediums for that, and then think about the bears because I want to do all these differently, probably with pencils. All of this has been done straight acrylic. And golden markers, the super golden markers. Love those. Yeah, so I'll be continuing to work on this one. A fun one I would like to do if I get the time is out of this amazing Olga Golubshkina book. It's Alice in Wonderland. Now, this was a gift. Nope, this I purchased myself. It was only $7 on Amazon. This is a thick, chonky book, and it is so cute. It is, if you don't have this Alice in Wonderland one, even if you don't like Alice in Wonderland, this quirky Alice is so much fun. And there are a bazillion pages. Like, does it even say? She's from Moscow, Russia. I mean, it must have 100 pages in here. It's out of control how much. This was from 2017, but you can still find it on Amazon. That's where I purchased it. Nope, it just starts off. And I believe it is Amazon printed. Yeah, it's Amazon printed. But the paper has tooth and a bit of thickness to it. It's actually decent Amazon paper. So I don't think there'll be any problems coloring it. She's so funny. Oh my gosh. I haven't done anything in this book. And that's a shame because this book is so much fun. Now, I don't know if I'll have time, but I want to just take some alcohol markers to these pages. I did pick out one, but I picked out this one for Space Timber. Yes, I'm going to do that in Space Timber. Because again, I like to find spacey pictures in non-spacey books. You'd never think there'd be a space picture in an Alice in Wonderland book, but here you go. And that's a fun one. So I might do something in this month. I am doing something next month, so I might not. Don't know. But this is such a neat book. If you have this book, I'd love to see what you've done out of it because really, really fun. I like a lot of Olga's stuff. I've had some of her books gifted to me from you wonderful people. She's just remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. What else do I have near me? Because I have a couple that I have to go get. I did want to show you these two. I don't know if you knew this, but I got cats. Thank you for your order. Why did you put a sticker on it, book? This one I got... I bought it off... Did I not put it in here? I bought it off eBay or Mercari. This little thank you for your order sticker makes me think it might be Mercari, but... Oh, why'd they do that? Y'all know that Coloring with Maya does a lot out of this book. This is a fun book. Great paper. It's goofy. It's weird. It's big spaces. Probably the reason I haven't worked at it yet is because it is so big. There's just, I kind of like more detail. There's a lot of big spaces in here. But with paint, that all works really well. I just haven't been able to decide what to do out of here. And I have picked several pages. I picked this one recently because I have a tutorial on how to color balloons and I wanted to practice with that. Don't know if that'll happen. I've also picked out this one. And look at this wallpaper. I'd love to do that wallpaper. Because, of course, he's meditating. And he's got some Buddhist symbolism in here. And it's wonderful. And I'd like to do that. So this book is always on the back burner. I want to get started in it. I have not started. Maya did this. Oh, my God. Bless her heart. And she did this one. There's so many wonderful pages in here. And they're just, some of them are just mindless coloring, which is what I love. And they're quirky and they're fun. But the same people that did this book. Now, I bought this one off of eBay and from sellbackyourbook.com. And unfortunately, they said it was in very good condition. And it is heavily colored in. And it's colored in with alcohol markers. So I got a hold of them and they refunded me my money but didn't want the book back. So I was just going to throw the book away. But then I was like, I do want to get a clean copy of this book because I like this book even better than the Cat's book because I'm an Under the Sea colorist anyway. But I thought, well, if I have to throw this away, I mean, I can't give it away right now. It's really colored in. Why don't I just color in it? I mean, if it's something I don't feel inclined to fix, like I can fix all this with acrylic pens, but if I don't feel inclined to fix it, I could just not. I could tear it out, whatever. I could collage over the top of it. Why not? Why throw it away? It's a book. I'd like to make that into a lionfish with actual lion mane. Snails got legs. It's so funny. These two ladies that do these are hilarious. And see, I could even go over that and make that a little bit cleaned up. I mean, there's no problems with it, but I can't believe they said this was very good. That's, yeah, I'm not going to buy from these guys again. But there are pages in here that haven't been touched, and that one's hilarious. And so I don't know which one of these I'll work out of first. I love this one, the knitting spider crab. And this one. Maybe this one I'll go through first since I love the underwater element of it. But this is another one of those kind of like, Maya's doing this one right now and she's doing a great job with it. I like it a lot. I love the mindlessness of it. Just get some acrylic paint pens and some gel pens and just have fun. It reminds me a lot of Jungle Book, which is my favorite book for doing that sort of coloring. And I've colored a lot out of that book. This little one and this big one. Yeah, this is a fun book. So yeah, not very good condition, but I can color it because I use acrylic and gel pen with this. Now, if you were a pencil colorist or something, you'd be really disappointed. And it wouldn't be something you could fix. But that's not what I use these books for. So fun, fun, fun. So I decided to keep it. I will clean it up with some alcohol. And I mean, even the cover's just, I mean, it's a mess. It's filthy. I can't believe that sometimes happens. But if they weren't willing to work with me and give me my money back, I would definitely blast some negativity all over the socials. And so far I've never had any, but I've had one seller. Was it Better World Books? It was something like that. I don't know if it was them, but it was a name like that. They pushed back and wanted lots of pictures, and they required a lot of communication, but they did eventually refund my money. So, and then some people like secondsale.com, who I love, and other sellers just don't even ask for questions. They just refund your money. Some will make you send the book back, which is a pain in the butt. But yeah, so this one's heavily colored in, but I think I can have some fun with it anyway. So those two are always on the back of my mind. Not sure they'll happen. But I do have a couple more that I know will happen, so let me show them to you. Okay, so I have ongoing groups that are in this one, the Woodland Kingdom Coloring Book. We'll have a page to do in this one. Mouse Guard, we'll have a page to do in that one. I just haven't been up to date on the Instagram and to mark them down, but I will be doing pages out of those groups. If you're interested in working out of either one of those groups, Mouse Guard or Woodland Kingdom Coloring Book or both, I mean, this book is a lot of fun. I'll show you the page we did this month. You'll see this in my finished pages, but this was for July. Just absolutely love this book. So I tend to work in this one every month for right now. So that one will be happening. Just let me know if you're interested in that. But it probably, I think this is the last buddy I have to show you. Yes, this is the last buddy. And this is my friend Shannon again. And this is from Ocean to Stars. Now, I have a video I owe you. My dear friend, Christina, from Christina's Art Corner, sent me a box of books a while back. And in it was The Sea to Sky, which is Ocean to Stars, but it's the artist version. So there's an extra section, and it's also bigger. And I was going to, I have a video that will be coming out that shows you the difference between the two in case. You can get this off of Amazon. You have to get this off of Etsy if it's still available, or directly from her. The paper quality is different. It's just very cool. So I haven't decided which one I'm going to color out of. But the page that we're doing is, she just had a birthday. So we're going to do a Gemini page. And we're doing, did I write down which Gemini page? I did not. I think I remember it though. I did this one. This was my birthday, Sagittarius. I did this year before last. And I really, really enjoyed it. This book, the paper, even the Amazon version, the paper is fantastic. And it's single-sided. That's not the Gemini one we're doing, right? I have it in my Instagram. I thought I would remember it. Oh, these are so beautiful. It's not that one. I remember it had 2 people in it. There are 3 sections in this Sea to Sky one. And one section has headshots. One section has full bodies like this. It was this one. We're doing this one, the Gemini one, with the 2 mermaids. So one section is all mermaids, one section is whole bodies, and one section is headshots. So really fun. Now the difference, let's see what Gemini looks like in this one. This one is gold on the edges. You know what? The paper is about the same. It's got a little more tooth. Now the Gemini in this one, it's the same. This is in the C section. The C section is the mermaids. It's just bigger. So I need to decide which one I want to do, and I probably would use different mediums. The smaller one, yeah, the paper's about the same. I would have to use paint though on this larger one for sure. I don't know. I don't know which one I'll work out of. Since I'm already working out of this one, maybe this one, but I know I eventually will work out of this one because it's got the extra section in the back. So it's got an extra section back here. Yeah, so probably I'll work out of the smaller one. I don't know. See when we get there, but that's with Shannon this month, and I'm really excited because I needed to get back to this book. I've only done the one Sagittarius page, and this book is just absolutely stunning. I highly recommend it. The paper's great. I like this paper. It's nice and thick. And you have the C section. You have, this is all the C section where, with all the Zodiac. They're all mermaids, and they're mermaids that kind of mirror. There's the Sagittarius mermaid. See, she's an archer. There's Capricorn, Aquarius. And then we get the Earth section. Now the Earth section is headshots. And I love that Aries. I always call her Taurus. Aries. She's a sea goat. Or the ram. She's the ram. And she's beautiful. There's Taurus. These are just, I mean, this section is really beautiful. They're all beautiful. I mean, don't you want to do just like every single one? And I don't know why I haven't worked in this one for a while, but it's really beautiful. And then there's stars. Now this is in the Sea to Stars. So it's Sea, Earth, and Stars. And this one has the full with the background and everything. And they're wonderful. And they've got, all of them have the constellation in them too. You'll find the constellation somewhere in the page. So the one I did, the constellation was in her body, so I highlighted it. And this whole was a new technique that I was trying, where I was extending the sky behind her and then just drawing over her hairlines with a white pen. I'd never done that before. Yeah. So that will be a fun one. Okay. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Yeah, that's all I could think of. And that's a lot. And I'm not going to get to all those. But I always prioritize my buddies. Things pop up. I get a new purchase. And then I always have to do a page in my new books right away because I'm so excited about them. And that's happened in July. You'll see that. And then there's color by numbers. That sometimes I just need to do a color by number and I'll grab one and work on it. And when I finish it, it'll show up in my end of July. But I don't plan those ahead anymore. I have a few in progress right now, so when they get done, and they'll show up in my completed pages video. And you'll see some of those in July. So I hope you've had a wonderful evening sitting here with me and Jack. Jack finally calmed down. I put my dinner away, and he's given up. It had hot peppers in it. He can't eat hot peppers. And onions. Onions are poisonous to dogs, so he can't have it. It was a rice dish I made, and it had peppers from my mom's garden and a zucchini from her garden. Then it had just some onions from next door, the farm, and then some mushrooms that I rehydrated. And it's delicious rice dish, but he can't have that stuff, so I felt bad, but I'm going to have ice cream later and he can lick the bowl. All right, you guys have a wonderful night. I have loved spending time here this evening in my cabin with you, and I hope you have a great time coloring, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Love you.